I'm a bit of a Scrooge when it comes to Christmas.
Really? What for?
What's the point?
Really?
Yeah, terrible. I was went to Target yesterday.
That'll do it to anybody.
Target on Ellsworth and...
Our board op is nodding yes.
I was at,
You're so young to be so cynical.
I was at the Target on Ellsworth Loop in Queen Creek. It's, Madhouse doesn't even come to close to describing. It was crazy.
Okay, what's so funny is I went to the post office yesterday in a Hallmark store. Their hours are like 11 to 4.
Yeah.
I went in thinking, oh, everybody in the store is probably in line. I was the only person in line.
Kidding.
In postal history in December, who's been the only person in line?
I have things I need to send that in fact, I called my father today to say I've got the stuff you need. He needs, it's an old phone. There's no reason to beat around the bush. It sounds like I'm making something up, but it's an old phone. And I said, I'm just going to wait until after Wednesday because I don't want to deal with the, but you're telling me there's no line?
Not at the, it's at the Hallmark near your house. Oh. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, since we live near each other.
Yeah. All right. Check that out now.
I was flabbergasted. But back to Target or Target.
Oh, it was just Madhouse, and I don't do well in crowds. I'm a bit of a misanthrope. I just everybody upsets me, and I'm very self-righteous, and everyone is an inconvenience in my world. I'm a terrible human being, and not only that,
you are not.
My wife has to deal with it, which is the worst for her. So she said, we don't have to do this. We don't have to go to Target. It's going to be crazy. We don't have to do that. Now, she knows me well enough to know that if she gives me warning, that allows me to kind of cope with it. But I think there's a piece of her that also thinks maybe he'll just say we don't have to go. In other words, maybe she just doesn't want to go with me because I'm horrible to be with. And I fully understand I'm horrible to be with. It's the mayhem of it all. It's the obligation that I have to buy a bunch of crap for people. And I love these people. I'm not buying stuff for people I don't like. I'm buying things only for people that I do like. But it's just, it feels so obligatory and it feels so rote.
You know what? I like giving things now that are consumables because my friend, she recommended, tell people you want consumables because I was one of those people who had too much stuff. I had things from trips that I never put together as crafts or in a book or
canned goods or what?
No, just like my friends love my eggnog pound cake. So I'll make an eggnog pound cake, and that's what they get for Christmas.
I didn't see any when you came in here today.
I didn't bring it in today.
Oh, that's weird. But did you see any eggnog pound cake for Gaylord?
I did not.
All right, I'll make sure that happens.
Puerto Rico, did you see any eggnog pound cake?
I did not.
After the new year, when I know everybody's back, I will bring the eggnog pound cake because they still have eggnog at the store. But it's consumables, things that if you know your friend likes a certain type of cookie you make, like my friend Lisa knows that I love her Snickers stuffed peanut butter cookies.
Right, so
she will make them for me. So years ago, she was giving them to everybody, and she'd put them in Ziploc bags. So when I would see that at Big Lots, God rest its soul, when I would see like clearance Christmas plastic packages with Christmas logos, I would buy them in bulk and give them to her.
Oh, so that
she could give those out.
That would irritate me.
And here's the thing. She's like, they're not big enough because I like to give people like more than 3 cookies.
That's nice. But if you gave me crap that I had to store until I could use it until the next year.
No, I store it until it's close to time for her to give it away. So that way she's not trying to find it.
Right.
But the thing is, I finally told her, stop giving me that because that's not good for my A1C. But the thing is find something that they like that's a consumable so that way they don't feel bad.
The other advantage to that, too, is that then you're not shipping things. 4 UPS workers in Mesa now accused of stealing more than $10,000 worth of electronics and household products throughout the year. Mesa police arresting these 4 people at the UPS warehouse. They contacted UPS contacted the police about an internal fraud investigation involving their employees. Said that they found since January packages were being received at the warehouse located near Higley and Baseline, but never made it to their final destination. So that's not going well.
How do you
Not only
do
that, you got porch pirates.
Yes.
Well, I think what they do is they pocket the stuff and then they claim porch pirates did it. Or, you got to take photos.
But they got to take a photo of it.
I've seen this before online. I saw that what they do is they put it down, they take a photo, then they pick it up and walk right back to the truck. And people, of course, are catching this on their Ring cameras.
Yes. That's the thing. Like, don't people know that even your cat is on my Ring camera?
Right.
My Ring camera alerts me when a palm frond blows in the wind.
I know. It's so irritating, right? Like,
Yeah, but it's better to know.
Chill out, Ring.
I want to know when my palm frond takes off. Palm Sunday, you don't know what's going to happen. He is risen. Oh, wrong holiday. Sorry.
Sometimes, Paul, when Gail comes in, it's a little like herding cats. Just one big cat, though. She's just all over.
I couldn't resist.
Where's she going?
I couldn't resist.
So I am interested in this, though, because one of the traditions, the gift giving, all that other stuff, and it's fine. It's fine. I get a little bit, I think it's my social anxiety that starts to kind of mount up around the holidays.
I mean, that is a thing because, not everybody likes being in big crowds. Not everybody feels the same about going into the store and having the bother and people push, shove, whatever.
Right.
Now, people may have an experience where everybody's lovely, says, please, you go ahead. No, you go ahead. But that doesn't always happen.
No, and then the get-together with the family feels like there's a lot of pressure on the get-together to be perfect, and there's no playbook for a perfect family.
No.
So I do think it's interesting that there are a number of Christmas traditions that an awful lot of Americans are saying, maybe we just switch things up a little bit.
You don't have to fly across the country with all the kids to get together for Christmas.
I can't even tell you how many times I've done that.
Do it another time and put up the tree in August. You don't have to. Because here's the thing that I noticed. People with kids, I flew a lot for the last 2 years when I was doing the CBS thing in New York.
Yeah.
People with kids, they have to bring the kids, their stuff, everything. And then mom and dad who are healthy just don't want to do it. They want you to bring all your kids.
Yeah. No.
I'm starting to get to the point where if you are healthy and able, why don't you get on the plane so they don't have to bring the kids everywhere?
That's a good idea.
And I know there are people yelling at the radio right now, but you know what? Your kids have thought about this. Like, how come you can never come visit me?
So it is interesting because I think some of these traditions that we do it for the kids.
Right.
In many cases, is to try to build a family structure, memories, and all that other stuff.
Right.
So some of the things that people would say that they could do without, number 10, many say, maybe we just don't decorate a Christmas tree. Maybe we just don't do that. Holiday baking and treats. I know, already. Gail's given me that look. Like both of these sound like things that I will never give up. Christmas lights, Elf on a Shelf, which I never did Elf on a Shelf.
We didn't do Elf on a Shelf, no.
That is. In fact, I was just informed this year, I thought Elf on a Shelf was a nanny cam. I swear to you, I thought it was a camera. And then I found out this year it's not. It's just a doll that you pose in not sexual positions.
Okay, yeah. But people do.
Of course they do. Watching Christmas movies, listening to Christmas songs, Secret Santa gift exchanges they'd like to do without, gift giving in general, ugly Christmas sweater parties have kind of run their course, and then just Christmas cards in general. These are some things that people are saying, you know what, we could just change this up.
Some of that I like. I like the decorating. I love the lights. I mean,
You don't
I'm
have
in the
to
Moon
undo
Valley
everything.
area, so I love all the lights.
You don't have to undo everything, but maybe there are a few things on here. You find out you're not alone. An awful lot of people would be okay with not sending Christmas cards.
That's fine. You know what? I sent out a bunch, and I do it the old-fashioned. I don't like a couple of times I've done one time I did a picture, and sent it out, but with the photograph that you could get at Walgreens. That certainly is convenient, but
do you do the yearly recap of here's all the things that happened?
I have never done. Well, I have never done that.
Yeah,
because I don't think anybody would be interested, and honestly, I don't read all of them.
Right, because I'm not interested. I did. Yes, like it's been a while since we've spoken. Here's what's going on. I don't care. Because in the world of social media, if I cared, I would already know.
I don't want to read that you went on my dream vacation that I can't afford because I'm not working.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the
I'm happy for you.
Isn't the year-end Christmas card and the family recap, isn't that like that is the original Instagram story?
It is.
Yeah.
But I have to give it to my bestie. She made hers look like Facebook one year, which funny. I thought was clever.
Right. Yeah. I like that. It's very meta.
Thanks for watching The Chris and Joe Show. Click to see more from Chris and Joe, and tap the button in the middle to subscribe to KTAR News.